Hello, everyone. This is Jonathon Moline, and welcome back to another Jonathon Moline's interviews. And today we got the one and only Jeff motherfucking Kyler. So,
14, hello.
14, hello. For any of you who don't know who he is, he's the man that made the Markiplier Adventures games 1 and 2 and is currently working on number 3. Also, makes some really cool animations and merchandise, so you really should support him. Anyways, Jeff, we are going to be sitting down with you today, talking about what you do, what got you started on animation, what got you started on what you love to do to this day, and all that shit. So here we all begin. So, Jeff, down to the nitty gritty. What got you started on what you do?
Well, like as a kid, I've always loved watching cartoons, and and I was always curious about how the characters move and whatnot, and and I didn't get started at animation until I was about 13, and and I've been learning animation since then on my own. I pretty much self-taught myself how to animate, and along with um, other videos teaching about it. But yeah, that's basically my start for that.
That's cool. Care to blah, can't speak English today. It's one of those days, folks. care to care to explain to us what got you inspired? Like, what's your inspiration off your crazy cartoonish characters?
Well, the first ever character I've ever made, Jeff Kyler, which is, if as you guessed, is where my username comes from, and is also my profile picture here. And
Mm-hmm.
so I came up with him. I th- I think I came up with him when I was 10 years old,
Damn.
and and um and he and how I got to create him was like the main inspiration behind him, at least character wise, it was from the Fairly Odd Parents.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah. if so, if some probably might have guessed why the Fairly Odd Parents, you could. I mean, I think the one thing that might point out that could be even remotely similar to that is his hat
Oh,
being tiny and whatnot.
okay, like Timmy Turner.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, like, judging by your profile picture, when I first saw it, I thought you were inspired by Popeye the Sailor Man, and you wanted to create his son, one of his sons.
Well, sure, I did like to watch Popeye when I was little, yeah, but I wasn't even thinking about Popeye at all when I made him, though.
I bet I'm not the only one who've told you that your character kind of looks like Popeye.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's great. So, now you created this character to be your profile picture for your channel. Now, when you created your YouTube channel, were you actually 14 years old? Since you're
Almost.
since you're Jeff
Almost.
Kyler 14 on YouTube?
Well, yeah, 14 was supposed to be the age that I was originally wanting to start YouTube, but I didn't start until I was 15. Not sure why I hesitated, but that's the way it is.
Well, I didn't start YouTube till I was 20. Not not 20, 19. I wanted to start a lot sooner. Didn't have the proper gear at the time. Didn't have a really good digital camcorder. Actually, yeah, I did. I just didn't know how to use it. I didn't know how to, transfer the videos to the computer. I didn't know how to do that. So when I had the USB cord the whole fucking time. Yeah. So anyways, now we're getting to the nitty gritty stuff. Now, you're obviously a big fan of Markiplier because you created the Markiplier Adventures game. How did you discover Markiplier?
Well, I forget the year exactly, but it was around the time when when Slender was pretty big in popularity, and so I discovered Mark's channel when he played the beta version of Slender the Arrival.
I played that too because I supported them when they were developing the game, and I paid for the beta on the website when they were developing the game back in the day when that first came out.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. But that wasn't the first Slender Man game I played. It was 8 Pages. Classic. The original one that you can't beat. You just get it. I couldn't even get to 8 Pages. I only got like 7 and I freaking kept getting killed. It's just like, what? Yeah! Mark played the original one too.
Yep.
Now go on, continue.
That was it. That was literally...
that's all you're gonna get. That's it. That's all I'm gonna give out there. That Oh man, that's great.
Okay. Yeah, but at the time though, before I even subbed to him, I guess I was still developing my sense of humor and whatnot, and I was pretty intrigued by him at that time. So I'm like, okay, maybe I could watch some more of his stuff, and because back then he used to do a lot of horror videos, like playing a lot of horror games, and but then when I found out that he did charity live streams back then, I'm like, that's it, I'm subbing.
Good man. I subbed to him because he was doing Amnesia recordings.
Oh man,
I love to see the custom story modes he would do. I actually found him through PewDiePie. When I was watching PewDiePie, I found Markiplier for PewDiePie because I think they collaborated at one point, those two. They've done that a lot in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you became more of a fan of Mark over the years?
Yeah.
What got you inspired to build a game?
Well, throughout most of my years of being on YouTube, I have dabbled into game making by myself, and which when I started, it was Game Maker. I used the engine Game Maker.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Which, if you're trying to make big games in Game Maker, that ain't gonna. Let's just face it. Forget about it. Forget
about it. It's not gonna work.
It can't handle a lot of shit. But anyway, but yeah, but I did practice like game development with that engine, and of course, doing that, I had to rely on tutorials on YouTube. So,
when in doubt, use the internet.
Yeah. But wait, did I answer the question?
You're working on it. Continue.
Oh yeah, when I got around to making Markiplier Adventures, nothing changed. I still had to learn how to figure that shit out. But but at least I was a bit better at it from compared to the previous stuff that I've dabbled with when I first started. So it was. I mean, to be perfectly blunt with myself, the programming is still shit. It's still pretty buggy, but at least it's a game.
Or two.
Well, two is a little bit more polished, but I had to use um, I had to use another engine for that one. I mean, it was still Game Maker, specifically Game Maker Studio, but I had to use somebody else's engine, but I forgot to credit it.
Uh-oh.
but yeah.
Yeah. How I heard about you, actually, since I was watching Markiplier, I would actually watch him play fan games by people, you know, that make him fan games. And
Oh yeah.
you came up, and he's like, "This is Markiplier's. Hello, everyone. My name is Markiplier, and I'm playing Markiplier Adventures, made by JeffKyler14." And I'm like, "Who the f is this JeffKyler14?" But the game still looks like cool. And then about, I don't know, it was like several months later, a previous group I used to be a part of, and then I meet this you. And I'm like, then I ask you about several days later, were you the same JeffKyler14 that made the Markiplier games? And you're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, hi. That's exactly how we met. That's exactly how we met. I was 25 at the time when I met you. That was in 2015. 2 weeks after I watched him play the Markiplier Adventures game. I meet you. I'm like, shit. Yeah, man. Good times, man. Good times. It's ironic. It's a small world that you barely bump into a person you were just watching. And Mark did actually link your channel in the video. And then I saw you. And then I'm like, then I put two and two together. I checked your channel out after I met you. And then I checked your channel out. And like, I put two and two together. I'm like, oh yeah, he is the same guy. Yeah, that's how I met you. That was funny as fuck. But yeah, you put a lot of heart and soul into those games, man.
Oh yeah. 2 was a nightmare to get done.
Hey, but at least you had some friends who helped you out in it. The art, at least.
So, but it was mostly just me.
Ah, okay. Cool. And then you did the reaction video to the second game, right? When he played your second game, you did the reaction video to it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, he's back at it again. 2000, was that like 2017 when you did that reaction video?
I think so.
What was your honest reaction when you knew Markiplier was playing your games? Like the first
Like
one.
it was about the same. It was about the same as it was in the reaction for 2, but probably more since it was the first time it happened.
Hey, and then, unlike Val, Jeff does count to 3. That's the joke. You know, that's the joke on Val's team. They don't count to 3. That's a joke. So you are still working on Adventures 3.
Yeah. And it will be the last one, unfortunately.
His last rodeo, folks. He's retiring after this one. Well, not in general for making content, but for making content, but you're basically in general for making games, right? You're making
Well, I mean, I still want to make games, but it ain't gonna be like fan related stuff.
more you towards.
Yeah, more original stuff.
That's cool. Yeah, because you, my friend, you make so much funny cartoons and animations. I've watched your videos, and I've even been in one of your videos. um, you're. I feel like so many people don't know who you are, and you put a lot of work out there in the day, and it's just like you're like so underrated, but you make great content and you're underrated. But I have a feeling once you get the third game done, you're gonna make a major. Your channel's gonna get more known again. I know you're not gonna. Go ahead.
Sorry. Then again, they're probably gonna do the same treatment over time. Like, who's that?
Kind of like what my character said in that Bernard video.
Yeah. Like all the characters in that video, that was based on like actual like reactions of people of hearing my name for the first time, and they're like, "Who's that?"
Exactly, and it's just like, no.
Like they don't know. Sorry, like they don't know. It's like they don't know who I am until you bring the fact that I made the Markiplier Adventures games, and they're like, oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, because when I introduced you to my friends in the Movie Time server, they're like, who is this Jeff person? He's the Markiplier Adventures game, and they're like, yeah, he's the guy that made them. He's like, oh, cool. But in general, I tell them it's not just the fact that you made awesome games. You're just a general cool guy in person. Like, you're a general laid-back, chill dude.
Yeah.
That has a great sense of humor. I remember your character, Leslie. She was in the second Markiplier Adventure game cameo, or was it the first?
Well, technically, she made the... God, I can't speak. Technically, she was in both of them. But... her name was revealed in the second one.
Ah, okay, cool. What got you inspired to make Leslie, Bernard, and all those other interesting characters?
Well, Leslie, she, the funny story with her was that, like, back when I was watching Mark's videos, when he did Surgeon Simulator, and he made the joke of, like, doctor, I don't think you're doing it right. And it was like, shut up, nurse. And I kind of... What was funny was that I based Leslie off of that.
Oh man, that's great.
And but yeah, like when the second game was coming around, and I was creating it more, developing it some, I kept coming up with more and more ideas for her character, and I was like, okay, yeah, I can actually make something.
Nice.
And with Bernard, he was kind of like a throwaway character. At least at the time I made him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that whole video, if anybody's seen it, of Bernard selling merchandise, he was meant only for that one time. But but I'm kind of glad that I'm still coming up with more stuff about him, because he is an interesting fellow.
Nice. Like, the voice you do for him is hilarious. Like, hello, everyone. I'm Bernard.
Hello, everybody. My name is Bernard.
That's the thing. It's also a hidden talent about you. You're also a voice actor as well, and you can actually nail some characters down pretty like that.
Oh, yeah.
God. Characters he's known for, guys, lately is frickin' Angel Dust. Mr. Crocker from Barely Odd Parents.
Fairies!
Yeah. My God. I've worked with you for, like, let's see, too many damn videos to count. They're scattered all over the damn place. Some on my channel, couple on yours. few on frickin' Ben, and then collaborations with other YouTubers. I mean, I've worked with you for years, man. Oh, jeez, and I appreciate it, man, because it's just like every time when I'm done a video with you, my friends always say you and me got good chemistry in videos because you and me have all these ridiculous ideas. And the fact that when I first was doing the Has Been Dub with you, when we were you were like, "Oh, I'm not gonna watch that. I'm not gonna get it on a trend." Several weeks later, I'm glad I watched it. And that was the same with Hellable Boss. That's a trend. I don't want to get on it. Several 1 month later, watches all 3 episodes. Oh, I like that too. I guess you are kind of like Bernard, right? You're not into these fancy old trends and crap. Right?
These damn kids and their fads these days. Yeah, I'm not really that. Yeah, I'm not really a trendy person. Like I never follow trends.
Yeah. I'm just eating let's see, bacon, bacon Caesar salad. That's all I'm eating right now. I'm sorry I'm eating part of my dinner in front of you during our interview. At least I'm being polite and not being a pig about it. And just like, people are like, John, I didn't know you did mukbang and an interview. I'm not doing a mukbang! Anyways. Yeah.
Like, back off, who said I was?
It was us. I mean, like, it's not, it's just like, it's like, but see, the thing is, I watched some of those mukbang channels, mukbang, it's mukbang, right? Isn't that how you say it? Yeah. Thank you. Some of them cook their foods really good, and it's just like they make this like interesting. I like the cooking aspect, but it's just like I'm still like, how are they popular? Why? What? It still curious me. I guess people like seeing people eat. I guess. Whatever.
Some form of ASMR, I suppose.
Yeah. But people eat in videos pretty much all the time. It's just you don't see it that often. Hey, you gotta eat. You gotta eat. There we go. I'll continue eating that after I'm done the interview with you. I don't want to eat that the entire time, or that'll look rude. So, anyways, let's continue. So, after you did the Markiplier games, you also done stuff for the MLP community before. I know that. Now, what is your future goals, future plans that you want to do?
Ooh.
You don't have to go too detailed into it, man.
Like for my own stuff, or
yeah,
or...
yeah, you in general, yeah.
Well, I eventually want to have my own series about Jeff and a video game franchise with some of my characters, and probably a few movies here and there.
Okay, cool.
Or at least a couple of movies.
Yeah. Say, if you ever need any additional acting in your films or voice acting, I'm around. That's all I could do for an hour. I could help you find VAs, so. But, hell. But, dude, I look forward to seeing what you do in the future. And you did tease that you're doing that Scootaloo PMV, right?
Yeah.
You've been working on that one for a long time.
And it ain't getting done fast.
Well, look, here's the thing. Some YouTubers that make great art take time working on it. Look at Minty Root. His videos are fantastic and they take months to make. And it's just like this will be this Scootaloo video is basically your last MLP project, right? Your final one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going out with
As
a
far,
bang.
what's funny is that as far as my audience concerned, they'd be thinking it's the first one. It's like, nope.
Wait, there's more. Nah, this isn't his first rodeo, folks.
I've been on that rodeo for far too long, and the bull has kicked me in the ass numerous times. Actually, no, the horse has bucked me off numerous times.
Yep. Yeah. I remember some of your older work. You and I were both in the same original studio when we met.
Yeah.
Until that studio basically retired. I retired, you retired, pretty much everyone did. Yeah. But anyways, you're gone lone wolf, and you're basically you're showing your fans who've never seen your MLP work what it was gonna look like, basically what it did look like back then, so people could see that this kind of like you're saying goodbye to another part of you that you once did a long time ago.
Yeah.
And then you might get the comments like, oh, can we see more of that?
Well, there will be a disclaimer at the beginning of the thing stating that this is the very last video dedicated to MLP I'll ever do. So,
Yeah. Well, animation wise, anyways.
yeah, at least animation wise.
Like you said, you'd still draw people, OCs for people, and shit like that, or voice in a comic, but that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know. Hey man, be you, bro. Just be you. That's all it's about, man. Just be you.
Yeah.
Well,
I wanted to be me for a long, long time.
well, technically,
and
you're finally. Sorry, go ahead.
and I've been suffocating from it for far too long.
Mm-hmm.
The ponies, I mean, suffocating. Me.
Yeah. I've been in it for a very long time myself too, and I've been taking a step back, you know. But it's more like part of me doesn't quite want to give up on that fandom. Like, I'm not leaving, you know. But it's more like I'm just trying to focus on the other stuff I want to do. And I want to focus more on variety, you know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I have more freedom when I have variety. I can spread my wings a little bit. Yeah. But damn, I'm having fun with the has-been stuff and Hellable Boss stuff. I'm having fun with that. I'm having fun with that. And dude, I am so looking forward to seeing your finished projects when they come out. I'm so looking forward to seeing the Scootaloo video because I've known you've been working on that for a long time. And I've seen you work on it before. No spoilers, folks. No spoilers. I ain't giving spoilers here. I'm not doing it. So don't ask in the comment section below if he's going to continue doing MLP shit. He's done after this. He's done. Right, Jeff? You're going to make that perfectly clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like John. Never mind. Anyway, what?
What were you going to say?
There's nothing. Go on.
Okay. Sure, bro. Anyways, like I was saying, man. Bro. And then some people say, that this when we get so we're leading into fandoms here. Some people think just because you stop working on MLP. Okay, here we go. Part 2. We're back. Let's continue this interview. We had some dinner to go eat, so we had to put it on pause. Now we're ready to continue the interview with Jeff. Where were we?
Shit.
Oh yeah, we talked about your games. We talked about your animation. We talked about the voice acting. We talked about your last MLP project you're going to do. I think you were gonna. I think I mentioned to you before I left for dinner that you were trying. I mentioned what's your future projects you want to work on.
Oh yeah, I think I answered that.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did. Now, what's your ultimate goal? What is your dream job that you wish you can get, or hopefully you'll get in the future? Let's crack a cold one with them boys.
I guess in a way I'm living it, but not really. And that is to be part of a team or a studio and work on just be on the staff of a studio that does a show or is part of a production of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Film, TV, whatever it may be.
That's cool.
And basically just have a studio of my own, I suppose.
Nice. We all dream of our own studio. I'm planning to build my own studio, Jeff, for music. I'm planning to save up to get the right recording gear I need. And so far for voice acting, I got this. I always got to get custom upgrades for computers and shit. And all that shit. Yes, and all that shit. I'm not sponsored by Coke. I can't show the logo. Anyways, let's see. Now, have you thought about getting to indie game developing, like, on your own stuff? Like, you thought about using, like, engines like Blizzard? No, not Blizzard. Let's see. Unreal Engine?
Well, I mean, with the ideas that I have in mind, I'll have to result in indie development, but I guess potentially, like I think the main go-to thing for right now, for me at least, would be Unity. But again, I'm not an expert at programming. So
Unity, that's a good one. A lot of games, good playable games, is made off the Unity engine, actually.
yeah, I'll probably have to have somebody else help me develop it, or I just have to learn it myself. Then again, I had to learn everything by myself over time, so whatever.
If you want to do something right, you have to do it yourself.
Yeah, if you want it right, you do it yourself. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's cool always having someone to help you, but you gotta do most of the work yourself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Like when you're a creator, you have more of a vision of how you want it to be, while the other crew members or anybody else that's helping out would not necessarily have the same vision, and instead they might end up doing it their own way, which to a certain extent can be okay, but as long as it's alongside with the creator's vision.
Exactly. That's a good topic you brought up, actually. the thing when you create something, people need something. If you're the creator and you're coming up with something, your team needs a base to go by. You got to give them like something like a reference for them to work with. You got to give them material to work with in order to make the game you guys are developing, the movie you guys are making, whatever, you're making something. But every game has, let's see, concept art, it was originally like a demo, what it was originally going to look like, but then they change it so it's something else. Like they have a different version. That's how it works, but that's basically concept art of what it was originally supposed to be. But it's a good topic. As long as you stay on the creator's decision to continue what you want to do. That's the thing with group projects. They change all the time. Not everyone in your team may have your idea. They might think, okay, I like where you're going with this, but that might not work in the long run. Like they might think of it more of a business aspect, kind of like that might not work in the long run. Other people have done it. It's not going to succeed. And then it's just like they say, why don't we do this instead? It might work way better. But then in a way, if it changes too much, the creator will feel like it's not their project anymore.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel like, why did I even come up with the idea anyways? That's why it's best to do most of it yourself. But every YouTuber has someone to help them out with shit. With editing, mainly. Markiplier has tons of editors who help him.
Yeah.
I have editors who help me sometimes. Jeff's like...
I ain't got nobody.
Well, yeah, but most of the stuff I do on my channel, I do myself. But when it comes to editing comic dubs and stuff, I can't do that. It's too, like... That's one of my weaknesses. Like, there's certain editing I can do on my own, you know? Like, I could do certain editing, but for certain software, I need a certain software in order to do certain editing. Either it takes me way too long. So when it comes to editing films together, I can do that. But when it comes with editing audios or putting audio into comics, it's too frustrating. So that's why I don't do that as much on my own channel. But Jeff, thank you for helping me with the has-been dubs. Those were fun. You are a good editor. And the and the joke me and Jeff made up, basically, it's like, Jeff said this to me when I was in a call. He's like, God damn it, John, am I going to be your freaking Elixian of comic dubs on your channel? Yeah, I watched some Elixian's stuff. He's a good dude.
Yeah. And I'm friends with him, too, so...
That's still funny how you told me how that happened. Care to elaborate in the video? How it happened?
Yeah, so, in my early years of my YouTube channel, I got in, like, a random message, from a user by the name of the Toxic Doctor, and he was basically, like, requesting if I could do art for him, and I was like, sure. And since then, we ended up becoming good friends and whatnot, and even collaborated together in certain stuff. And little did I know, he was actually friends with Lixian. And so one day, all three of us ended up playing some games together, which it was really fun. And Lixian, he is a really cool dude and really laid back, and seems like the kind of guy friend anybody would want to have, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good to have those people in your life. It's good. That's awesome that you made friends with basically Markiplier's editor, one of his top guys.
Yeah, but this was like before even knowing the fact.
Oh, so to you, he's just a guy.
Yeah. In fact, I mean, that's how I see everybody now,
Mm-hmm.
regardless if they're popular or not.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree with you on that, Jeff. Like with me, when I meet someone big, I treat them like a normal person. Like, because they're people. Like everyone else. They're talented, but they're people, right?
Yeah.
Too much praise is just. Mm.
No. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be that person.
No, don't be that person.
Don't disillusion yourself.
Yeah. Stalker alert! Stalker alert! Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like, I'm happy things are working out for you, man. I'm happy you're still having fun working on your shit and your projects. And I think you should in the future, like you do you should do some parodies with some like characters you like playing as or something like that. That could benefit your channel.
Yeah. I mean, heck, I probably would have. I probably would have been able to do more parody stuff back then, but of course, being in school, I ain't have time for that, and
No one
plus how
got time
long.
for that.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that.
No one got time for that.
But yeah, like, and plus, like, how long it actually takes to make a video that's animated. Like, yeah, it was pretty much a no go for that.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember you told me that the first Markiplier game was inspired off the nerd, angry video game nerd.
Yeah, like the official video game of Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures, which is also where the title was based on too. So, I mean, heck, it is an adventure. So, yeah.
And don't worry, folks. Jeff Kyler has played the angry video game nerd game, and he owns it.
Yes, and it's fun
It is
and
actually.
and hard.
Yes, it's very hard. So hard to the fact that I still got to figure out how to play it. I own it, and I can't figure out how to play it. And then Jeff told me, "You need a controller." I put my soda down, and I'm like, fuck. That's exactly how I felt. Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, so, Jeff, I'm planning to hopefully work with you more in the future on projects, which, knowing that you and I are really good friends, that's probably gonna happen. It's gonna happen either way. Eventually, yeah. Time will tell, gentlemen. Time will tell. Well, technically, we're working on a video right now. I'm interviewing. Right? Convenient. Bro. Yeah, I just like to thank you, Jeff, for all the good stuff you've done, and your projects have inspired. Your work actually inspired me to dabble into more making animatics. Actually, when you've done art for when I've commissioned you for art projects before, it inspired me to dabble into animatics, syncing my voice with my character movements. Hours and hours and hours of putting pictures together. God damn it. Just to make a 2 30-second intro. It took me about an hour and a half just to make a 2 30-second intro. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, good thing this isn't full animation or Jeff would murder me. Oh my god. But yeah, dude, you've inspired me to work on shit and basically and all that shit, you know? But yeah, I really thank you. I really appreciate you for that, man. Is there anything you'd like to say from this interview and all that?
Well, I mean, if there's anybody out there that's like aspiring to do something, and heck, it doesn't have to be like in the arts. It could be just something normal like being a doctor or teacher or anything. And I mean, if you have a passion for whatever it is, go for it. Just do it.
Thanks, man. And thank you for, like I said earlier, thank you for helping me, inspiring me how to start working on animatics and all that stuff and all that shit. Yeah. You're a good friend. Well, I think we're gonna wrap this up now. Well, is there any closing words you'd like to say, Jeff, before we end it?
I think I technically did say that.
Oh yeah, you did. Conspiracy. Well, everyone.
Fairies!
Angel, and then Angel. Imagine if Angel just said something.
And I suck your dick.
No.
Well, you're lost.
Oh my god. That's so. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this interview with JeffKyler14. Here, I will link his YouTube channel in the description of this video when it comes out. Until next time, I'm Jonathon Moline. Stay frosty, my friends. And I will see you in the next interview. Bye-bye. God damn it. Frickin' freeloaders. Oh my god. Welcome to Colorado! Oh my god.
Welcome to Colorado!
It's like a toad said at that time.
Oh my god, yeah. Peace.